Are you wondering where to live in Dallas, Texas?
Well, you have landed on the right channel. Where to Live in Dallas, Texas is the name of this channel. And this is where we will spill the Texas tea on the lifestyle and the homes in the Big D. I wanted you guys to know this building right behind me. I'm in downtown Dallas. And that is called Fountain Place. And they have absolutely beautiful fountains. In fact, one of my college roommates got married there, and it was a beautiful wedding. I still remember that, Grace. I'm glad I got to go to that. And you can also see a little bit of the Margaret McDermott Bridge right there. There are two bridges downtown. There's a Margaret McDermott and a Margaret Hunt Hill. In today's video, I'm going to take you to see properties at 3 different price points. They're kind of going to be near White Rock Lake, all of them, in Lakewood, and then also the other side of White Rock Lake, because I wanted you to see a variety of price points. We're going to see something in the 300s, almost 400s, on a nice big lot, 1 story, built like maybe in the 70s. And then we're going to go to Lakewood, and we're going to see even a whole older Tudor style home on a really charming street with very mature trees. I love that little street. And then I think that was about 700. And then we're going to see a 1.2 million. So, and you will want to stick around until the end when we do an insider tip, and we will spill the Texas tea on a Texas treasure that you will want to know about. And hey, we're interrupting this program for a little bit of Texas trivia. And here is my question for you today. What Dallas park is built over a freeway deck and is a prime example of urban revitalization? Clydewarren Park is built over Woodall Rogers Freeway, and it connects downtown with uptown. This right behind me is Woodall Rogers Freeway. That is it. And as you go here, this way, it gets to just a little bit past that is where Clydewarren Park is. And that's where the deck was built. But it used to be a freeway going bifurcating downtown with uptown, and now it's a very walkable and they connect. By the way, if you're watching this, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to Where to Live in Dallas, Texas, so that you will be the first to see the videos when they drop. So whether you are moving here to Dallas in a week or a month or even next year, we will be here for you. You can find all of our information below, pinned to the top of the comments or in the description. And that's where you'll find the number to text, the link to book a Zoom, or call, and do it today. And remember, don't delay, call Janée. Right now, we are in a very much loved park area of Dallas called White Rock Lake. And I'm just highlighting a few of the homes around here to give you an idea of the variety of price points and lifestyle in Dallas. And if you live near the lake, you can come up here. Parking lots do get kind of full, so you want to come early. And there are a lot of joggers, walkers, bikers all the way around the park. And here is my trivia question for you today. A little Texas trivia. How many acres is White Rock Lake Park? How many acres do you think it is? Because it is right in the heart of Dallas. There's a map here behind me, White Rock Lake, and I want to walk over to a special spot. Okay, so let's get going. White Rock Lake, originally there is a building on the lake that will host art events and different things called the Bath House. And for a long time, there would be rowing competitions and things like that out here at the lake. So that bathhouse still exists. There's also some properties right exactly on the lake that look out on the lake that are very expensive and very nice and don't come up for sale that often, but once in a while they do. And but there are a lot of people that get to enjoy the lake by enjoying these walking paths. I don't know if you can see behind me the yellow line. There's a right side and a left side to organize the traffic going around the lake. And there are different points that you can park, or if you live nearby, you just bring your bike to the lake or walk to the lake. And then see behind me, this is the spillway behind me. And it's particularly beautiful if you come out here after it's been raining or something like that. You take it out at that time, get some photographs. It's just a little, I particularly like this spot, and hear the sound of the waterfall, and the ducks are out there, and it's just beautiful. So the answer to my trivia question of how many acres is White Rock Lake, it's about 1,700 acres all in. The lake itself is about 1,000 acres. And in the early 20th century, it was Dallas's main water supply. It's worth checking out. If you're thinking about maybe moving to this area, come down and check out this park and see if this is would be a special place for you. And we'll continue to look at some different price points here in Dallas. But this is a public park, so anyone can come here. You don't have to live in this area to come here. None of the houses we're looking at today have HOAs. Kind of looks like a little bit of a beaver dam down there. Let's see, is that a beaver dam? What do you think? Is that a beaver dam? I sort of think it is. There have been some busy beavers down there and a little bit of trash. That's unfortunate. We're going to go look at a house that was listed at about $430,000 and now it's $399,000. And we're in the Claremont Park area of Dallas, Texas. This area was built out in the 1960s, 70s. And we're going to go down the street. And as you look at what is behind me, as we walk through here, you're going to see mature trees and it's a quiet neighborhood. It's well kept. These homes are cared for. They're nice size. They have garages. You're close to downtown. You're close to White Rock Lake. And there's a lot to do here. And it's a really great price point. So let's look at this house. I'm going to spin around here. You can see this house that's behind me. It is 1,600 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, built in 1960. And you can see it has a garage and a driveway, and it's on about 1/4 of an acre. So it's a decent sized lot and has beautiful trees behind it. And it's a brick home. And we may go online here later and show you some more about it. There are homes like this under the $500,000 point. This one's $400,000. And you can be in a great location, in a little bit older home, but you've got mature trees, a little more of a yard, and so there's some real benefits to that. So this is just for you to see something nice at a great price point here in Dallas. If you're interested in seeing a home like this, then let me know. Okay, this home that we just went to in Claremont Estates, forgot to mention there's no HOA, and all 3 of these properties we're going to go see have no HOA. This next one I hope you really like. I think it's cute. It's more of a Tudor style in a little different neighborhood, but not too far away at a different price point. We're going to see a $400,000 house, a $700,000 house, and a $2.6 million new build where they scraped the previous home and put something new down. So hang in with me. We're going to go see all 3. Okay, so here we are. We're in front of an historic home here. Well, this is historic district here in East Dallas, and this is a example of a home that you could get. This is currently listed at $775,000. It is about 2,300 square feet, just over, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, built in 1924, hardwood floors throughout the home. It's on 0.17 acre, just under a quarter of an acre, smaller lot. But in 1924, there were quite a few homes down here. I want to walk us through the whole neighborhood or walk down the streets. And you see the Tudor style, the brick home. It's been well maintained on the outside, and the inside's been renovated. So that $775,000 is a renovated price. Walk down the street. These are just, I think, some really cute houses on this street. So when they come up for sale, they just is a popular area. We're very close to Lakewood, very convenient to downtown, but yet quiet and charming, and not as costly as getting into a home in Highland Park or someplace like that. So just look at these houses with me. This one has a great, nice big porch on it. The one that was across the street from the one that is currently listed has a similar look. A lot of architectural details. I think that they are beautiful. There's a neighbor driving by, waving at me, friendly. Looks like some new trees have been planted here along the street. Look at this one behind me. It's like a little bit the look of what I saw in England in Stratford-on-Avon, Shakespeare's time period. So very classical architectural styles right here. And, nice sidewalks, although I'm walking in the street right now for some reason. And wanted you to see the houses over my shoulders. And this one behind me, this is a new, well, parts of it look new. I'm not really sure. But that's a new build. It's got a new roof. It's got, I think some of it looks new and some of it may have been existing. This one looks like it's getting some work done, some renovation. This looks like people care for their properties in this neighborhood, which is nice. So everybody I know that lives in this area says they just love it. There's an elementary school right there. So if you live in this neighborhood, you can walk to the school, walk your kids there. So again, this was built out in the early, about 100 years ago, a little bit over 100 years ago. So you can see how mature some of the trees are behind me. And in Texas, tall, mature trees means it's not as hot walking down the street if you like to walk. So that's the advantage of an older neighborhood. You are going to have to probably redo some things about the house. Slab construction in Texas came around in about the 1960s. So most of these homes are probably built where there's a crawl space in them, unless they have been redone. It's a little different time, different kind of construction. The advantage of that is you can get in there and get to all the, they can crawl. Well, I don't do that, but there are people that's their job to crawl into their house and get to the electric plumbing. And you can get to it and redo it all without breaking up the concrete. On the downside, there's also critters get in there, and maybe this stuff hasn't been redone in a really long time. So pros and cons, the floors might not be as even, but they have that squeak and that charm. And just something that, like any house, you want to call us and, get an inspection. This kind of area is getting fewer rundown homes and more fixed up homes. And so as time goes on, that's going to increase the value of your home. And I'm sure, people bought these 20 years ago are very, very pleased with the equity that they now have in their properties. So. This is a house that is new construction right behind me. And you can expect to pay, well, the asking price for this is $2.6 million. It is a 4,600 square foot home. It has 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. And the really neat thing about this is it backs up to Lakewood Park. So since it backs up to the park, it's like your backyard just is even more beautiful because you get the benefit of a park behind there. So this is what is part of what is happening in the more established parts of Dallas. Is sometimes an older house gets scraped and something brand new gets built. So it looks like there might be a little path here to get to the path around White Rock Lake. I'm gonna go check it out. This is the alley next to the house, and I see a little park down there with lots of little kids playing. I've seen some moms out with strollers. Oh, this is really pretty. I see why people definitely like Lakewood area. There is some cost associated with getting established in this area, but it is nice. Here is the park that's right behind the house that you get to enjoy if you're sitting on the patio. And let me turn around and show you the patio here. There is the patio right there on the back of the house. So you can literally just come out here, and I see the trails over there. Start walking around the lake. If you really like this White Rock Lake and you have the budget, this would be a great option. And just down the street from this house, I saw one that looked similar in size, and it had a for sale sign on it and the sold banner, so it is just sold. But if a new home is not your thing, there are also existing homes of different time periods. And I'm being noticed as I'm walking down this street, right next door to this one is a more modest, maybe I would say 1960s type of home. Could be a little bit later. Still building this style of this type of home into the 80s anyway. So, and then you've got some other big homes, but more recently built, and some things from the 70s, and again, probably the 40s, maybe the 50s, or possibly the 50s, I would say. But it's a variety. Okay, so my plan was to go to the Arboretum to have tea, or eat in the restaurant, show you around, but it got to be 90 degrees, so I decided to go someplace else. And I'm across the street at the Smoky Rose. This is a great place. Has a fantastic patio. Not quite crowded yet. It's only 11:30, but and I hope you can hear me over the music. But if you can't get in at the restaurant, you can come over here and have barbecue, sliders. They have all kinds of food. I've been here before for a Dallas bar function. So we're gonna go in, have a seat, and talk a little more. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks good. Good. Okay, so now we made it to the segment of tea with Janée, and today I had picked out a place to have hot tea at Society Tea in Dallas, and it ended up being closed because they're doing a special Downton Abbey tea, but that's okay. And the Arboretum is still a little hot for me, so we found a place right across from that. And in fact, what this tea segment about today of the Texas Treasure is in fact the Dallas Arboretum. The Dallas Arboretum, right now I'm looking right across from it. I'm having my iced tea, a wonderful Texas iced tea, because it's hot, at the Dusty Rose, which is across from the Arboretum. And if you don't eat at the Arboretum or the DeGoyer or have tea there, which I highly, highly recommend. The last time I did tea was for my birthday, which was a great memory. But the Dallas Arboretum is something that I would recommend you get a membership to every year. It pays for itself if you just go a couple times. And with a membership, you can get in early in the morning from 7 to 9 and go walk around. You can get discounts in the gift shop and all that. My shrimp tacos just arrived. I don't know if you can see them. Ah, you can. Shrimp tacos at the Dusty Rose. So I was going to do hot tea and a different kind of lunch, but this looks amazing. I think everything here from what I've read has been amazing. There's an outside patio that has music, and I've been to a Dallas bar event out there that's been catered. They have the children's garden. They've got fabulous sculptures throughout the garden. They have places to sit down and have a snack casually. You can bring a blanket. You can bring a book. You can stop and bring a picnic, grab some food, bring a picnic in if you like. And it is just a great place to unwind. They have all these pumpkins come in the fall. At Christmas, they celebrate the 12 days of Christmas. Of course, everybody knows about the tulips in the spring. And when you walk around the gardens, you can see all the plants are labeled and get ideas for maybe plants that you want to put in your own landscaping. And they have art festivals. This last weekend, they had a big festival. I think the botanical gardens are a really, really special place, and I consider it a Texas treasure. So that's why we're talking about that today. I've even gone out there with a sketchbook and a journal and painted some of the flowers. It's truly a special place, and it is worth the price of admission. Don't delay, call Janée. Remember, and I'm gonna have to try one of these shrimp tacos. And that is the Dallas Arboretum. The Dallas Arboretum is over 66 acres of manicured gardens near White Rock Lake, and it is beautiful. It is a tremendous amount of work to maintain and keep care of, and to offer all the special programs that they have. But it is something that you will treasure every visit that you make to the Dallas Arboretum. My name is Janée Reeder, and I am your local real estate expert. And my team, Where to Live in Dallas, Texas, is here for you to help you make that smooth Texas transition. So I'm making this video at sunset time. So look at that. You can see sunset in downtown Dallas there. That's the sun. And one thing you're gonna get moving to Dallas, you're gonna get that sunset no matter where you live. If you wanna keep getting these videos about Dallas, where we spill the tea on the lifestyle and homes of the Big D, go ahead and subscribe below, hit the bell, and like our videos. And hey, leave a comment. Let us know what you're thinking. I'd like to know what else you want to see, or where some of your favorite places are in Dallas.
Okay, hey, we're back in my office, and I wanted to show you the insides of some of those homes that we looked at in Dallas. Okay, so that first house that we looked at, I'm going to show you the inside of it. So this was the last one we saw, and the asking price is it was 2.669 million, 2.65 million. And I just wanted you guys to see that was the outside. Some of the interior photos of this new build. This is a 2025 new build. Beautiful light hardwood floors. And I see some areas it's laid in a herringbone there at the entrance. There's got a nice sisal rug in there to decorate the gold fixtures. Modern look, big windows, lots of light. There's a little butler pantry bar area with the wine. The kitchen is just beautiful. Look at the flat panel cabinets and the drop sink. And I think I see like 6 burners, and then a grill area there in the middle. Open to the living room. Beautiful, clean, more modern look. Get the huge doors. Those are the kind of doors that are very, very expensive. Those open up and you can have airflow from the outside to the inside. Fireplace. This is a very beautiful home. Nice custom closets. The great space to work from. Vaulted ceiling in the bedroom. We've got a soaking tub, a walk-in shower, both. Some of the new builds now are not having bathtubs. Wow, it's so pretty. Look at those clean floors and hard surfaces. That just makes a big difference in the maintenance of a home. And there is the back patio. We snuck around to the back and saw that, but here it is up close. So these are the photos that are online, and that is how close you are to the park. There on the bottom right corner is the house or to the lake, White Rock Lake. That's it right there. There's that playground, the walking trails. So we saw it. There's a bird's eye view of it. So if you like that house, or this builder puts out about 3 a year, and I really like this particular builder, we can go see something else if that's not exactly the right one for you. Now let's look at the next one that we saw yesterday. This is the one we saw on Ridgeway Street. Also near White Rock Lake, 1924 build, and it's got a Tudor style little porch. It's been redone. Hand scraped hardwood floors, beautiful kitchen. This feels and looks like a new home inside. And then this is the upstairs space that you could use as an office or a craft room or extra bedroom, whatever you wanted it to be. And a beautiful bathroom. They featured the vaulted ceilings in this. Made the best of it, and a beautiful backyard. You have a nice big patio to walk on. And there's the floor plan. But that is a really great house. And then one more we're going to look at. This is the other one this is one we looked at that was in the 400,000 range. And it was built in 1960. Here's the inside. You've got probably 8-foot ceilings, hand scraped wood floors. They've redone a lot of things. Kitchen. Got a lot of new things happening in the kitchen here. Stainless steel appliances. And it's pretty in the backyard too. So we didn't go in this one, but this is kind of what something from 1960s. You had more of a ranch style, a little bit lower ceilings, but very cozy and very warm. And you've got 1,600 square feet to live in. It's a very livable, and you can really put your own touch to the decor inside of this. But they've redone bathrooms, redone kitchen, great patio, manicured backyard. And I mean, for 400,000, you've got a fantastic location and a nice home. So those are some of the options. I gave you 3 price points: 400, 775, and a 2.7 million. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of the range of what kind of home you might get in Dallas, from years to style. And there's a lot more. We'll go into more of that. But right now, if you were to call me and say, I need to live, work downtown, I want to live kind of close and have a great lifestyle, we might go look at some of these. So anyway, just, keep in mind that I want you to get just a feel of some of the different time periods and price points and what might be available when you're looking in Dallas, depending on how much you want to spend and what kind of lifestyle you're looking for. Maybe how many people are living in your house, if it's just you or if it's a family. So this is just to give you an overview. And I think that you're going to like all of the homes. They're all very livable. They're all beautiful. Depends on how much you want to spend and where you want to be. And actually all 3 of these are kind of near each other. And I did that intentionally so that you could see the variety. so much of Dallas has been built out over so many years, and some of the older homes are actually just being bought as a lot and being scraped and something new built. And then you'll see down the street, older home, new build, older home, new build. And it, over time, sometimes those streets just become all new builds. Or there are some streets where people have done a really good job preserving all the older homes and they just stay older homes. So it really is neighborhood by neighborhood. And we will get into that more in some other videos.